Hey, greetings and salutations everybody, my name is Axe, and I'm here with a commentary today, first one since I kind of wrapped up the whole Team Fortress Friday thing, and as I said, I was going to keep doing them because I like talking about that, and we as people don't stay the same, we change and evolve and warp to our surroundings, and the nice thing about this is now when there's stuff that's really in my head and the stuff I'm figuring out, because I don't know everything, trust me, I don't know anything really. The stuff I figure out, then I feel like I can kind of project that out then when I have a solid closure on it, when I have a solid kind of circle of how I really feel about everything. Hopefully that makes sense. But today I wanted to talk about something that's really been kind of eating at me lately, and I feel like I finally kind of have beaten might not be the best word, but just kind of have at least put a foot on, you know. I've made progress in my... No, in a good way. I've made good progress and that is that it's okay not to be okay. For the last few weeks, but really this last week, I've been like kind of depressed, not like a, you know, just hate everyone, not that, but really, I mean, being somebody who has been depressed and has dealt with depression, I've noticed, I was like, wow, I'm really kind of in that rut again. And there's a difference between feeling depressed and like being depressed, where it's like a temporary thing, but this was really a permanent kind of feeling. And without getting too far into it, there are a lot of things going on in my life that have just kind of lacking a lot of control, having to kind of do stuff, and just feelings of not being able to do stuff, especially financially. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. But we've just been having a lot of difficulties and a bit of mental frustration, and you know how it is when you have one major problem and then suddenly it drags in all these problems that you never thought of, but you're like adding them to the list, like, and then, oh yeah, and I totally forgot, but you know, this happened, and that's how I've been feeling, and it's been this really just horrid week, and I've felt the same way as I did but when I was more depressed back in high school. And to me it was kind of, you know, I recognize that now, and it was a bit of a like, you know, I wasn't you know, falling, but I just like, okay, there's something I gotta do about this. And for me, at least in my life, the last time around, I thought that was a wrong feeling. I thought that I should not be feeling depressed. And even during this, at first I was like, no, I shouldn't be depressed, I shouldn't be sad, I shouldn't feel this way. And then I just, you know, more and more kind of thinking like, why? You know, you know, you have people who tell you, it's like, if you're not living life 100% every day and you're not, you know, smiling as everything happens and you're wasting your life, and then that's not true. It's just not true. And I'm going to say a lot of people, every single person deals with the feelings of pain and like just overall sadness and not feeling alright, and nobody is alright all the time, and those who aren't getting the other side of things. They're not getting the other side of being human and being alive. Happiness is great, but if there's no sadness, you take away that fall. I mean, you take away the feeling of things going good again, and that's a feeling that life should be about, that just drop and, you know, pieces all coming back together. That's what those moments are about. And if you're happy all the time, that becomes a norm. And what I'm trying to say, I guess, is that society and people and friends and family kind of pressure you into saying that if you're not okay, that's not good, that's not okay, you shouldn't be feeling that way. But the honest truth is that it's good to feel down sometimes. It's good. You should let that out. You should let all that out. And if you feel like, you know, being depressed or, you know, get that out. Don't just fake everything. If you want to feel better, then work to feel better, you know? And my point is that you shouldn't stay depressed 24/7, but know that that's kind of supposed to happen to you. That whole thing is supposed to happen to you. You're supposed to freak out and feel bad, and you're supposed to have fears and worries and mistakes. Those are all part of everything. And if you try to eliminate that as being what most people do, then no one's gonna be able to do it, because we all have those things. And repressing them doesn't get rid of them, it just buries them. And then you're 45 talking to your therapist and you mention something about your childhood and it breaks down, because the human mind isn't just like a forget me, it's all layers, and there's stuff there that will always exist, and eventually you'll step on a landmine, and you just gotta accept all those things. You gotta accept who you are. And I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but my point is that every single one of you, I can guarantee everybody listening to this video right now, no matter how old you are, no matter who you are, no matter where you are dealing with something in your life that is probably really difficult, or at least eating at you. And if you're not, then you're one of those moments where everything's put together, and that's awesome. But for the majority of people, and especially this generation, life is more difficult than it used to be, and stuff goes bad that shouldn't, and it's just, it all happens. And I just want to let you know that coming from me, who I'm just another guy, I'm just someone else, I'm just like you, in my opinion, it's okay to feel the way you do. It's okay to not be 100% all the time, because you're not. You're not. And if you are 100% all the time, you're being slightly disingenuous to yourself and missing out on some very vivid and emotional parts of life. Because, when you hurt, you know what it means for things to be good. And I can say that because of all the hurt that's happened to me, I don't, before I'd be overwhelmed by this stuff happening in my life, I'd be freaked out and be afraid of this drop, but I'm not. I just think to myself, it wasn't as bad as then. And that's gotten me through a lot of stress and a lot of stuff. And so now, today, a lot of that stuff that's been bothering me has kind of worked out by, I just did it. There was some stuff that I just got it done. There was a few other things, some breakthroughs came through. There was a bit of luck. But my point is that you're going to feel bad and stuff is going to happen, but it's also going to get better if you open yourself. That don't dwell in that world. Just feel how you feel and let that be you, because that's who you are, and it's not wrong and it's not bad and it's natural. So that's my commentary today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This is some, as I figure stuff out, I like to talk about it, or at least, if I make progress, I guess, because you never truly figure everything out, right? There's always more. And I just want to appreciate it. Thank you all. I hope you're enjoying the stuff on the channel, live stream, all this fun stuff. And overall, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope that no matter what you are facing in your life, that you know that you can beat that. You really can. And I know that that's not easy to hear, especially in a situation where you think no one understands. But everybody feels stuff, and then no one likes to admit it. So anyways, everyone, have a great day. Hope you enjoy, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.
Things that I do.
Someone, oh my god, I'm so happy.
Owl's chasing keys. Owl's chasing keys.